Since the new season of Dr. Stone is being released this fall, we thought we'd give you a complete recap of all the important events so you can get caught back up to speed. So without further ado, let's get into it. The season begins with Senku deciding to make space food for the war with Tsukasa. And by space food, they mean cup ramen. The gang schemes to fool Tsukasa's empire by using a record of Lilian's voice, in order to raise their hopes about someone trustworthy out there. They plan to set up a phone on the battlefield and use sound bombs in the forest to distract the gymnast, Homura. Gen, Chrome, and Magma take the phone to Taiju and Yuzuriha while Homura is distracted. Kohaku is sent to catch her and Senku captures Homura after blinding her with a flare. However, she easily escapes. Homura notices the absence of the phone squad after counting the villagers. She is then lured with a fake antenna and captured by Kohaku. After that, the phone squad finishes installing the phone at the graveyard. Taiju and Yuzuriha find the phone and establish communication with Senku. Nikki watches for sus activity as Yuzuriha and Taiju visit the grave. Meanwhile, the phone squad hides from Ukyo. Chrome starts a fire to let Gen and Magma escape. Taiju convinces Nikki to hear Senku out. Gen tries to impersonate Lilian, but Nikki is a superfan. She eventually realizes she's speaking to an imposter, but Senku plays the recording of the real Lilian and manages to sway her to her side. Together, they scheme on how to bring more mans from Tsukasa land to their side. Chrome is captured by Ukyo, and Magma returns to the village where Senku is creating blueprints for a steam-engined vehicle. Using beeswax, Senku creates a mold for the pistons and other parts. At Tsukasa land, Chrome declares he will make Tsukasa woke with science. Hyoga dangles Chrome at the waterfall while he is being interrogated. Tsukasa wants Chrome to betray Senku in exchange for Senku's head and the village's safety. When asked by Tsukasa about Chrome, Ukyo covers for him, saying that he just found him scouting caves. Back at the village, Senku finishes making the locomotive. Chrome is imprisoned. Kaseki and the others finish making the body of the automobile, dubbing it the Steam Gorilla. The science team decides to go rescue Chrome. They set up the camp near a cliff. Kwaku keeps watch while Suika scouts. Senku decides to modify the Steam Gorilla and make it a tank. He makes carbon fiber shields to armor it, and tada, it's finished. Tsukasa builds anti-vehicle traps, wary of Senku possibly building a vehicle. He also revives Yo, a former police officer known for his strength. Chrome manages to leave his cell by pleading for a bathroom break, where he collects materials. Later that night, someone sneaks a battery into his cell. Chrome tries to use the battery to blow up the bamboo gate, but Yo quickly stops it. Chrome then uses his sweat and his 1000 IQ to make sodium hydroxide, melting the rope holding the bamboo together. He manages to escape using the power of science, but is cornered by Yo. However, Chrome fakes pneumonia and catches Yo lacking, then dips. Senku decides to use the Steam Gorilla to capture the Miracle Cave, and Lilian's recording is used to convert more of Tsukasa's men. Meanwhile, Yuzuriha has been secretly reassembling the statues Tsukasa destroyed. Yo takes the blame for Chrome's escape and runs away. Ukyo notices the phone and negotiates no death in return for his cooperation with Senku. He cooperates because he suspected that Hyoga sacrificed some warriors to the poison gas. Tsukasa then discovers the phone hidden at the grave. The Kingdom of Science marches towards the Miracle Cave and Senku fires the gorilla tank with the aim of reducing morale. Kwaku and others begin their frontal assault, however, the tank is totaled by a trap. Magma and Chrome use their new weapon, the Sonic Cannon, to immobilize the opposition. Nikki and Ukyo stop Minami from warning Tsukasa. Tsukasa and Hyoga arrive at the Miracle Cave where Hyoga wounds Ukyo. Kwaku and Kinro rush Tsukasa in order to buy some time for Senku. Meanwhile, Senku tries to make a weapon. Chrome gets sulfuric acid from the tank, which is then mixed with nitric acid and glycerin from soap to make nitroglycerin, aka dynamite. This makes Tsukasa's men surrender. Tsukasa explains that he wanted to make a pure world for his little sister Mirai. His sister was deemed clinically brain dead and was in a coma. He made it his life's mission to protect her, so he became a boxer at a young age. Senku suggests a truce in exchange for reviving Mirai. Tsukasa accepts and Mirai is revived with the revival fluid. Back at the camp, Homura collapses the Miracle Cave using dynamite after being freed by Yo. Hyoga then attempts to kill Mirai. However, Tsukasa protects her and is speared instead. Senku and Tsukasa fall in the river and Hyoga follows them. They wash up on the riverside. Hyoga has an ulterior motive. He only believes in the elite surviving and the mediocre perishing. Tsukasa and Senku coordinate an attack. Senku uses gunpowder to set Hyoga on fire, which does not work. Hyoga quickly overpowers both of them, but is then stunned by Senku's makeshift taser. Hyoga is defeated and science prevails. Yo returns and dedicates himself to restoring the broken statues as repentance. Senku makes superglue to seal Tsukasa's wounds and they cryogenically freeze him in order to keep him alive. Senku promises to revive him once they can figure out how to petrify and depetrify him to heal the wounds. Senku then reveals they will construct a ship to explore the world. Now you should be fully equipped to start watching Season 3. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, or else I'll use the power of science to find out where you live. Hope you guys enjoy it.